I think what initially got me hooked on disc golf so much was just the individual flight patterns, how everybody kind of does it a little bit differently, and that gave me the freedom to express myself through throwing the disc, whether that was backhand or forehand. I just got the opportunity to do it my own way. And there was an allure from the team sports that I had played in the past to the individual sport of disc golf, where everything was kind of on me. Disc golf, at least touring, was always kind of a dream of mine when I was growing up. You know, I had great mentors that had done it at a high level, so I had great teachers. I relate it with poker. You know, if you're pot committed, then you have a lot of your chips in. I'm deeper than pot committed. I've gone all in. Yeah, disc golf again is my way to express myself, and has been my way to connect with people. I don't think that there's any one particular part of my routine that keeps me competing at my best. It's kind of an all hands on deck type situation. There's so many different things to practice, but if I had to isolate one, it would more than likely be my approach in my putting game, which I think is the most important part of the game. Being able to make good decisions off the tee is important, but when you get within 150, 175, 200 feet, that's really where I like to hone in, and I think is what separates the professional players from maybe the avid player that's local, or even, you know, the local pro. Well, when I first found a disc, I was 6 years old, so I don't really know what I would have told myself. Probably just giving myself a little bit of encouragement. You know, I've always been a competitive person, so probably would have said the same stuff my dad told me, and my dad always told me to not beat myself and, you know, just get out of my own way, and so that way I could play my best. That took me a while to realize and understand what he meant. As far as a single disc that I would recommend in your bag, I would definitely go with the Roadrunner. I think the Roadrunner and the Eagle are the two most important parts of my game, just because of the dexterity that you can get out of both the discs. A Roadrunner, I think, is probably more geared for backhand players, you know, on hyzer release or flat release with lower speeds. A lot of times I will throw the Roadrunner at 50 or 60% power, and, you know, it doesn't want to cork over and turn over into a roller. Where on the other hand, you know, if I go high speed and throw it flat, or maybe with a little bit of turnover, I can get a roller out of it, which can do amazing things depending on the courses that you're playing. For the more experienced player, or somebody that's really kind of getting the gist of how to throw the disc, I think the Eagle is the best disc on the planet. You know, it'll forgive you when you mess up a little bit, but it'll also expose you when you're messing up a lot, because it doesn't have such a high threshold or high wing. You can't just wrench over on it. You know, you can't just muscle it around. You know, it really forces you to use a little bit of touch, whether it be on forehand or backhand. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.